Well, this is a PowerPoint covering Genesis chapter 16. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children. She had a female Egyptian servant whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said to Abram, "Behold now, the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. Go into my servant. It may be that I shall obtain children by her." And Abram listened to the voice of Sarai. So after Abram had lived 10 years in the land of Canaan, Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar the Egyptian, her servant, and gave her to Abram, her husband, as a wife. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, she looked with contempt on her mistress. And Sarai said to Abram, "May the wrong done to me be on you. I gave my servant to your embrace, and when she saw that she had conceived, she looked on me with contempt. May the Lord judge between you and me." But Abram said to Sarai, "Behold, your servant is in your power. Do to her as you please." Then Sarai dealt harshly with her, and she fled from her. Abram obeys Sarai instead of waiting and trusting God, and takes Hagar for his wife. Polygamy is not endorsed anywhere in the Bible. All sin brings destructive consequences. Proverbs 3 says, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths." The angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, the spring on the way to Shur. And he said, "Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going?" She said, "I am fleeing from my mistress Sarai." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Return to your mistress and submit to her." The Hebrew word for angel can also be translated messenger. Angels can be seen as God's messengers. Hagar fled south toward Shur. This route was a likely one that would have taken her back home to Egypt. God, via the angel, tells Hagar to submit to those in authority, that being Sarai. The angel of the Lord also said to her, "I will surely multiply your offspring so that they cannot be numbered for multitude." And the angel of the Lord said to her, "Behold, you are pregnant, and shall bear a son. You shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has listened to your affliction. He shall be a wild donkey of a man, his hand against everyone, and everyone's hand against him. And he shall dwell over against all his kinsmen." The angel promises to Hagar that her offspring will be so numerous that they will not be able to be counted. Ishmael means God hears. Although Hagar is not a Hebrew, God still sees, hears, and has mercy on all humans. It is prophesied that Ishmael would do his own will and will not get along with others. So she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her, "You are a God of seeing." For she said, "Truly here I have seen him who looks after me." Therefore the well was called Bir Lahoi Roi. It lies between Kadesh and Beerd. And Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram called the name of his son, whom Hagar bore, Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. Hagar calls God the God of seeing, El Roi. The well being named Bir Lahoi Roi means well of the living one who sees me. At 86 years of age, Abram gives his son the name Ishmael. One can reason Hagar told Abram that God told her to name their son Ishmael.